Hey everyone, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez, coming at you today with a VV OMI update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. I love y'all. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. Commenting, liking, and subscribing is a free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways are Patreon and smashing that super thanks button down below. No super chats, this is not alive. So we've got a lot to go over. I'll just go over the last couple of days. We'll start off with OMI. OMI had a very weird day. Actually wound up being up 4% on the day. We were... Over the last 2 days, we were down like 5%. We were up to 000925 yesterday. We went down to 000086 this morning, and we are now currently up to 0009 again. 909 is pretty much 91. Like I said, it was a pretty crazy day. A lot of that had to do with the fake news of the spot Bitcoin ETF being approved. Bitcoin had gone almost to like 30,000. It was up like 9% on the day. Then it happened to go and obviously retrace back down to just over 28,000. But that just proves exactly how hungry people are for that type of news. The market wants to push Bitcoin. People want Bitcoin. They're ready. So you kind of got a preview of what's going to happen in the next few months, and whether that's approved this quarter, whether they wait till Q1. But there's a bunch of them that's going to be approved probably at the same time. When that happens, I'm not sure. I cannot wait for that to happen. Most everyone is like, no, have it go lower, have like a black swan event, let's do this, and just because they want more of this, of these great products at a cheap price, and I understand that, but I am tapped. I have nothing left. In the next couple months, I came up to a really interesting thing for VV. I have 1,499 collectibles. I want my 1,500 to be something special. So I won't buy anything on VV for a little while. I'll just try to focus on OMI. One, I'll try to focus on getting some cash, and then I'll just focus on OMI. I'll do that. So probably towards the end of the quarter, as long as we stay down here, I'll get up to 180, and maybe more. I'll keep y'all posted. But if we go and we have something that says, oh, hey, guess what? We're going down to 0006 again for whatever reason, I'll get a decent amount more. I'll definitely get to 180, but like I said, I'll keep y'all posted. Grumpy Cat, on the other hand, is a little bit of a good day, up about 8% on the day, up to $4.7 million market cap, so shout out to them for that. Go Grumpy Cat, go. On VV, we have Savid NFT that finally reached 100 sets. Shout out to him on that. He did a thing. And then we have a couple of other things to go over here. VonDoom.eth, originally he had done a big breakdown of San Diego Comic-Con, just talking about VV and all that, saying like, hey, an amazing community, which we are. I'm curious to see if we'll do something like that for New York Comic-Con, if he is or not. I do know he does work with some company doing blockchain stuff. I might even say, it does. The Drop NFT, Loveless City, Web3 Expo, Applied Primate, and Liberty Square HQ. There might be one or two other companies associated with that he's associated with, but it's just not public yet. Anywho, moving on. Marvel decided to go and post twice about VV this weekend. One of them saying VV officials bringing new digital collectibles to Marvel New York Comic Con booth. Learn how you can get your own right at home. And these were ads. Both of them were ads. They were by... let's say the ads were obviously paid for by VV. How much are they doing? I don't know. I mean, if you have these companies, every company in the world, wants to work with Marvel. Many of them do. If Marvel goes on and they show favoritism towards VV, saying, oh, hey, buy all this stuff, do all this stuff, VV, other licensors, other companies will be like, hey, why aren't you doing that for us? What's going on here? So there's one or two things happening. Either Marvel says like, hey, they explain the situation. It's like, you guys have to pay for it. Or Marvel's like, hey, you guys have to pay for it, but we'll charge you like $1 for it. Again, I don't know exactly how much they're doing. Because again, it really wouldn't make much sense for Marvel to want VV to pay them when they want to make VV the most successful digital collectibles company on the planet, which they already are. But, they don't want to do anything to hurt VV. So I'm assuming they're either giving them a really good price, a really big discount, or they're just charging them barely anything at all. Or they'll do a type of barter situation. Yes, they're paying for this ad, but they're paying for it by advertising for us all the time. So that's just one of my things. Comment down below if there's any other theories, how much you think the Marvel ads cost, and stuff like that. Vivi Digital Collectibles post creator of Tokidoki, Simone Legnos, has spoke with us about his experience working with Vivi. It's safe to say he's a true believer in the future of digital collecting. Saying, I think Vivi is the coolest. That's a Drake and Josh reference, if you got that. I did happen to get his most recent set, or sets. Obviously, we have a whole bunch of stuff from Tokidoki and Toy Tokyo. I think I do happen to have all of them. Let me know if there's something that I'm missing. We do have 2 sets of the Mermicornos. Those ones are right there. And then we have 1 set of the Unicornos. I got that. Then we have the most recent Tokimondos, which I happen to get. And then we happen to get the gold Tokyo Kaiju Toki Gold from Toy Tokyo. And be advised that on this, like if you look at the picture of it over on the store, you can see, oh, hey, there's a Betty Boop in the background. I wonder what that is. Basically, it just happens to be their particular store. Like it's a photo of the store, I think in New York City, or it might be wherever it is. It's just a photo. That's just something in the background. I wouldn't really expect anything from that. Like I don't think you were gonna get some of the old cartoons like Popeye or. I mean, we could. We have freaking everything else under the sun. So I'm just letting y'all know about that. Uncanny X-Men. Nice way for Vivi to raise $192,000. It was a little bit of a thing where people couldn't buy it at first. Only like 8,000 people bought. And then said, oh, buy now. And people were getting the CAPTCHA and they were failing the CAPTCHA. I was failing a CAPTCHA. I felt like Vision when he goes like, oh, I wouldn't know if I was a monster or not. Maybe I am a monster. Like maybe I am a robot because I kept failing the CAPTCHA. Comment down below if you had an experience with that. Friend Greg of mine got the secret rare on that. There's a couple friends of mine that got selected for that. They got it right away. I was not one of those, unfortunately, but you know, moving on here. We do have Michael Bowman saying, one of my favorite characters, so stoked about this set, not going to complain, and it looks like he got a number 50 of the gold Kaiju over there, the Kaiju Toki Gold, so shout out to him for that. And we have Meta Mars that got the number 41 of the original and the number 41 of the Kaiju Gold. Now, he didn't just get this on the drop, he happened to go to the market, I assume spent thousands, well, probably only a couple hundred for the 41 of the common, but that gold secret rare, it would have had to have been hundreds, if not thousands of dollars, because just in general, well, it might not have been that much, because in general, these were very scarce. So I don't want to say that mint number doesn't matter on these, but it's 127 for the floor, number 495. If I go to search by sub 100s, and you take a look at $299, $259. So you could actually get a sub 100 for $259. That's less than double the price of what the floor is. And that was number 85. So the number 41 most likely was either several hundred or just a couple grand, and he happened to get it. So shout out to him for that. Ben Mars did create a monster. Love that for him. WC3NTE. I don't know if I should. Well, it's out there. He goes and he posts on Twitter, without specific timelines, what are we going to see from Vivi next year? And he says, you should be able to make offers for certain collectibles, meaning that the users will get notified and can accept, or counter offer. The item doesn't need to be listed, so that could be really interesting. And again, I'm not sure where he's getting this. Maybe this is just a speculation, but this is just what he's posting. This is what I am reporting. It says transfer is likely to come back, like you'll be able to be charged a fee based on mint range, for the licensors. I think that would be great. And the new interface for the web app and app looking awesome. Yeah, I know they're working on the web app and the app, so that's definitely true. The other ones, especially the transfers, I don't know if that's true. The other was making offers on certain collectibles. We've been wanting that for a while. That would make sense. But it's just that number 2, the transfers, were just, I don't know if I can really believe that right now. The other Marvel ad was Marvel going and saying, looking for officially licensed digital collectibles to add to your collection? Vivi Official took the Marvel New York Comic Con stage to teach fans how to sign up for the app and land collectible comic drops. And again, it was an ad. So shout out to them for that. Moving on here. Over at the, there was a Marvel panel. So obviously there are panels there to show the upcoming movies, TV shows. They did cancel Daredevil Born Again, which I'm really upset about. I love Charlie Cox. I love Kristen Ritter. I think it was supposed to premiere right after the Echo series. I think Kristen Ritter's Jessica Jones was supposed to be like kidnapped. He had to figure out what was going on. And then it was really just him in court most of the time. So kind of like he was in his appearance in She-Hulk, just in court. He didn't really have a ton of him doing anything crazy. And I guess he wasn't supposed to be in the suit until like the 6th episode, which again, you barely even saw him in the suit in the first season that Marvel had on Netflix. But Disney has a big budget, so I am expecting some really big things. I hope they come in, rewrite the script, reshoot the things, and eventually, it all works out. So I'll keep y'all posted. Anyway, the reason I brought that up is because at the Marvel panel that they were focusing a lot more on X-Men, and that is going to lead to something with Blade, like Blade, the Vampire Hunter, and Miles Morales. I don't know. Oh, it's going to be wild. But yeah, they are definitely working on the X-Men movie before the Fantastic Four movie. I know people are super excited to finally see a good Fantastic Four movie. Also, I got that backwards. They are doing the Fantastic Four movie beforehand because we've never had a good one. People are excited to see that. The other X-Men movies, a lot of them do hold up. I really like them. But yeah, so they're pushing both of them. I can't wait. Comment down below which X-Men you want on VV. We already have Storm, but which other ones? Have the futters on VV. He's like, y'all think X-Men is realistically going to sell out? Again, these are people that just have no concept of just what a good comic book is and what people are gonna pay for them. Speaking of which, we also have an announcement from VV saying Marvel Digital Comics, Marvel Superhero Secret Wars number 8. So we are getting this. This is the first time that you had, I think, Spider-Man come in and don his black suit, which is really cool. Comment down below what you know about this comic. Secret Wars in general is great. Oh yeah, so it says, Spider-Man dons the black costume for the first time, the same costume that would one day become Venom. Invasion. As the battle-weary heroes recuperate and repair their gear, Spider-Man makes a discovery that will change his life and his costume. There are 7,500 editions of that, and it'll be $7, so I'm pretty excited. The X-Men, the Secret Wars is just, it's so good. Secret Wars is, so I love Civil War. Civil War is one of the best comic book runs, I think, ever. And it was really political. Like it came from a political place. Like that was after the U.S. kind of signed in the Patriot Act, which is a very, very harsh intrusion of everyone's freedoms. And the comic book writers like, how would superheroes handle this? And, God bless Captain America. Anyway, Secret Wars, as much as I love Civil War, Secret Wars is just, God, it's so much better. It's so good. And I give Civil War like a 9.9 out of 10. Secret Jonathan Hickman's New Avengers and Secret 10 out of 10. You cannot get a better story. It is so good. It is so good. And Marvel's going to use that, and they're going to kind of do a soft reboot of the MCU when that happens. You'll see what I'm talking about when that goes in there. Moving on. Yeah. So shout out to Jay Perez over on the VV Facebook page saying, not in a place where I can get on the web app. This drops in a few minutes. Here's a promo code. So I'm not 100% sure which one this was from, but he did happen to drop a promo code for people, for whoever got it first and redeemed it. They got a free collectible. I don't know what it was. It might have been for the Magneto or the Kingpin or the Professor X, but they got a free one, so shout out to them. And speaking of those QR codes, hang on. Actually, what I'll do first is these bundles I happen to get for a couple of the VV fam. That could not make it out to the con or could not make it there the first day. It's just the Superior Spider-Man Returns. Again, really, really good comic book. So I'll send that out to the appropriate VV fam. People have been asking, hey, Chavez, what about Funko? Funko, which drops on Wednesday. They're like, hey, this is a US only thing. It's really unfair. So the Gold Logo group is doing a thing where if you have a gold logo and you're from Canada, Australia, Europe, whatever, let us know, and we'll work to try to get you at least one of these Funko things. But again, this is going to sell out. They're chases. There's only 50 of the chases. So the most likely that'll sell out very, very quickly. And I don't even know what time it's going down yet. But like I said, I'll keep you all posted. One other thing, as far as promo code is concerned, I don't have the cards. I thought I did. Oh, no, I do. So shout out for Foster Hilt for giving away these amazing coins, VV coins. He just took it upon himself to do it. I got number 41, which is awesome. And then be advised, guys, in San Diego Comic-Con, you were able to go and if you had a gold logo, you were able to get 2 Ron English cards for the Golden Monkeys, because there's 3 of them. You get 2 out of 3, forces people to trade. I think that's fun. And at New York Comic Con, you're only able to get 1. At San Diego Comic Con, you were able to grab your Frankenfat. If you didn't redeem it, at New York Comic Con, you were not. I think they were just super busy. Yeah, they were just super busy. But then they also, these are what the new VV logos look like. These are the cards for the new ones. I think they look really cool. Obviously, from what David has said, he's kind of given us mixed reviews here. David has said, do not sell your version 2 logos. They're special. And of course they are. But he has also said the utility will still continue to be given to the original gold and silver logo. So I don't know if there's going to be any additional utility that is going to be given to the other logos, such as the version 2 or the blue and white, green and white, etc. I do know David at one point did say that he wishes he made more of the original gold logos, and then like a few months later we had the green and white, the red and white, orange and white, blue and white, and now another version 2 of these. I don't know. There may or may not be some utility given. That is anyone's guess. I had some ice cream the other day and I was showing people my new collectible. They seemed pretty excited about it. And also, this lady, her name is, I won't dox her. She wanted a photo with Elsa for her granddaughters. I gave it to her. It was good times. Another one of the gold Kaiju looking over the city. I just thought it was really fun. If you ever go to, try to go to one of these events. I want to go to France. I will probably go to France, but if at the end of January, and the reason I'd go to France because David and Dan are going, they're speaking there. They'll be speaking in English, but their stuff will be translated into French. A lot of other people that are speaking there, like, for example, Fanny Carbonell, she's giving the speech in French, but it'll be translated into English. Vivi's going, so I want to go. But there's, if OMI's still down here, if OMI's still at the 000s, and let's say it goes lower, I'm going to have to buy OMI. I know, yeah, old Chavez, you already have 175. I know, but, that's going to be like several $1,000s, which is fine, because you're going for the trip, the experience, get to see everyone, it's great. And the events are so, God, they're amazing. Just fill your heart with good feelings. But that's so much OMI. So like I said, I'll keep y'all posted. Oh, also the screen matched hero red leader. So the red X-Wing Starfighter sold for $3.1 million. That's the physical one that it was based off of. And it's just, this is how much people pay for collectibles, especially ones that are very, very scarce. This is a one of one. It was the filming miniature that was used in the film A New Hope, and it sold at Heritage Auctions for $3.135 million. People will pay for things that they're emotional about and things that are really heckin' cool. I finally finished my Hulk sets. Yay! Oh, we get the Rhino tomorrow too. First appearance of Rhino. That's really cool. Paul Giamatti was supposed to play him in Spider-Man 3 with Andrew Garfield. He did play him kind of at the end of Spider-Man 2, which was really cool. But unfortunately, Spider-Man 3 didn't happen. And shout out to Grubba B. Grubba B has finally reached level 100. Absolute madness. Shout out to the mad lad. You gotta love him. Also, shout out to Miss Deuce Geek, MISSDEUSGEEK at New York Comic Con that says, "Be prepared, I have a weird sense of humor. I'm the new addition to the marketing team, working specifically on building out an influencer and ambassador program." And so this is for Vivi. So this lady, right her. Oh God, I messed up. Okay, so this lady right here is the new ambassador, or is the one that is making the influencer and ambassador team. I don't know if she's just giving the rubber stamp on it, or she's picking it and Vivi's giving the rubber stamp, how it's going, but yeah, to have a Vivi, OMI influencer ambassadors, who are they gonna pick? I don't know. I mean, I told David like last year when we talked about it, I was like, hey, listen, sometimes I go off the rails on things. Sometimes I have a couple daddy sodas on here, and sometimes it's not age appropriate. Most of the time it is, but sometimes it's not. And it's like, if you don't pick me for ambassador program, I'm not going to be salty about it. It's okay. I know you guys have an image to maintain, and he basically said don't worry about it. But again, we'll see. So whoever they go and pick, they're picking for a reason. Whoever they're going and they're leaving out, they're also leaving out for a reason. And I'm going to put my name in that hat for that as well. Like, if they do not pick me, it is for a reason. It is, hey, Randy, you're doing good. Whatever you're doing right now is fine. We don't want to change that. We don't want to mess it up. Just keep doing it. And I'll be like, okay, that's fine. Whatever is for the better of the company. And if they do pick me, great. And if not, no big deal. And David Yu goes and reposts Bob Iger. Bob Iger says, a century ago today, Walt Disney and his brother Roy officially founded the Disney Brothers Cartoon Studio, changing entertainment forever. To all who have imagined with us, laughed with us, and dreamed with us, happy 100 years. And David Yu says, celebrating 100 years of magic. Gotta love that. And then VV Magic goes, I smell more platinum. And I do too. They'll probably have something really cool with that as well. And Andrew Kapoor over on the VV Digital Collectibles Facebook says, this guy rocks. His collection is all low mints and is huge. I hope it's okay to bring attention to this amazing collection. He truly is clever. And that's Clever Jerk. He's just a beast. We love him. We love the Mad Lad. Oh yeah, Crypto XR is where David Yu, Dan Crothers, and Fanny Carbonell will be going and speaking. That was Fanny. And speaking of which, Darcy Donovan, if you're watching, if you need someone new to act in your new movies, Fanny is 100% available. Vivi over on the Facebook page goes and says, 1 century ago today, 16 October 1923, brothers Walt and Roy Disney founded Disney. Later becoming the Walt Disney Company, it would evolve into one of the most influential entities in human history, making dreams come true across the globe. Hashtag Disney 100. Shutting out those golden moments. Also, we have Al Kahn saying, thank you, VV fam, for such a wonderful Comic-Con weekend. Truly excited to be part of such a passionate community. Special thanks to David Yu, Original Funko, Marvel, Mr. MC1, Dan Crothers, and Queen Vivi at Lori Brenner for making this all possible. And then Funko actually liked it, which I thought was really cool. And, again, Al was teasing David and Dan, like, oh, hey, how about a gold logo? So I think at some point he'll probably get one. Anyway, moving on. We had Bezos Man buy a bunch of things. First off, WC3NTE happened to buy a Secret Rare Spider-Man, so good for him. But like I said, Bezos Man had bought a bunch of stuff, all Secret Rare. They were Thor's, they were Spider-Man. Bezos Man isn't just buying the cheap stuff. He's going hard. Anyway, that's it for me. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Everyone say bye-bye to Dashie. Bye-bye, Dashie. I love you guys. Goodbye. Meow, 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 meow.